Hello Dasbro Maniacs, welcome to another video. This is going to be a review of the Zombie Sailor Toys Heels and Faces Ric Flair. I'm Big D.
And I'm Little S.
And we're going to be rating this figure on its likeness, look of the figure, playability, accessories, if they've got any, figure special move, and the quality. Please feel free to review the figure and let us know what you think of it in the comments. We have been impressed with the Zombie Sailor Toys. A lot of detail in this.
Yeah. Like with the blood, you know, it must have took a long time with like the blood because the paint is going to have to be a very small paintbrush to get the blood on it unless they splatter it on in like a way.
Yeah, it may use a spray gun for that, but I know what you're saying. The detail is very good for this. I know we had a little look at this off camera, and you spoke about the age of Ric Flair during this, and we think this is from maybe early 90s, maybe late 80s, and then you asked me when his prime was, and I said the 80s. But Rick was known for bleeding, so, and let's take a closer look at this figure. Let's take a look. Likeness. So, I think as a whole, the figure looks like Ric Flair.
I always remember him wearing red shorts and the IF on it. It looks, he's good design in that. Yeah, RF.
That's an iconic look with the red trunks and bottoms.
Yeah, I always remember him
Yeah,
that.
as I said, as a whole, it's a very good figure. However, the face, I think that the actual Galoob WCW figure's face looks better, and so does the Mattel retro version.
That opinion, though, you mean you could have a completely different. You could say that the Hasbro one's the best and the Galoob and Mattel retro one is the worst.
The Hasbro one, I just think is awful, and they've got him really skinny. But he's in the red iconic look there. So out of 5 for how much it looks like the wrestler, the likeness, I'm gonna go with a 3. What about you?
I'm between 3 and 4 to be honest, because I'm gonna say 3 just though, because I think genuinely it looks like him.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think looking at it, I would say. Like the Hasbro one, he's not as skinny, but he's skinny, right? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he had more muscles than that, you know.
At different parts of his career. Okay, let's move on to the look of the figure. So we've got to break this down into 2. So let's do the first part. This is out of 3. Regardless if it looks like the wrestler, is it a good, cool looking figure? I think it is. Yeah. We've got blood on there.
Very iconic with the red, you know.
So
trunks and.
I'm going with 3 for that one.
3 out of 3. I'm gonna give it, to be honest. It's gonna be tight between 2 and 3, like the 3 and 4 in the likeness for me. But I think it's gonna be tight. I'm gonna have to take a little closer look. Ooh, I'm gonna go for a 3 because I've just took a closer look at the blood actually, and it's actually more detailed than I thought, and I think the eyes are detailed. I know, and I think.
You see the blood splattered on his.
Yeah, I've also seen that there's only blood on one side of the part.
I think he's cut up there, and that's how they've got it. That is run down.
Yeah, blood in his hair looks cool. It looks like it's been smudged in.
Yeah.
So okay. 3 for both of us.
Okay, then can it stand up?
Yes.
This we put in because when we review LJNs or big rubber guys, sometimes they don't stand up. As we can see, he can stand up, so it's going to be maximum points for both of us there.
Yeah, I'm going to give it, 2.
Playability is next. So, he's got a hand opener here, so it could be a choke. Yeah. Finger to the eye. 2 arms out.
Like normal, lot of 2 arms.
Let's just grab a figure out of a box here.
Yeah, to demonstrate to me.
Oh, all-time absolute legend. Virgil.
Yeah, Virgil.
Because you've got an arm like that, we got a back superplex.
A punch.
You've got an arm out, so you could do a clothesline.
Yeah.
You could probably pick him up
body slam. Yeah. Punches, of course.
Figure 4 maybe.
Yeah, that's actually good.
So.
Out of 5.
That's not bad actually, because of the arms are out like that, you can do a couple of moves, can't you?
I'm going to give it, for playability, a 4.
Okay. 4.
What are you going to give it?
Yeah, I'll give it a 4 as well. And the reason I haven't given it a 5 is I don't like the finger sticking out.
Yeah, it kind of ruins it. It's like Big Boss Man #1.
Yeah,
And
it
Sergeant
has grown.
Slaughter as well.
Yeah.
They both have the finger pointing out. It's like a poke in the eye.
So we've both gone with a 4
Yeah.
for playability. Okay, let's move on to accessory
Accessory.
again. Okay, there is no accessory.
For 0. Kind of lets it down on most of them.
A little bit, mind you, as I said, there's a lot of work that's gone into the figure. But what could they have given it?
A belt.
I would have said the belt. I would have said like the big gold belt.
A belt. So these are the options you'd probably have. A belt.
For Ric Flair or in general? Yeah, Ric Flair. A belt. Okay.
A belt weight.
He could have had the NWA belt or the big gold belt.
There is another option though. We could have had the jacket that he likes to wear, spin around in it.
I like that. That's a good shout.
So I think, you know, when you can have like the Hasbro ones, you know, like Big Boss Man, where the arms could go out, but they still could go in.
Yeah, so they're coming
if you
down
put
at
the
the
jacket on, he could spin around like what he does.
Yeah, like
That'd be
Razor
pretty
Ramon's
cool.
got that as well.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. They probably is to keep the cost down though. I mean, these retail in the UK around 45 to 50 pounds.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so you're looking
Yeah.
at about $70 maybe, 65, $70. I know they are cheaper in the US.
Yeah.
So no accessory. Okay, figure special move. So this is broken into two because we want to rate the special move of the figure, and then we ask, can you perform the finisher that Ric Flair
Has
done?
it got a special move?
They don't. There's no mechanical part with him that doesn't spring back or anything.
They could have done something there. That's kind of disappointing. It's letting him down to 0 for both of us.
It's probably
Yeah.
the cost again. So 0 for that. And what was his finishing move?
Figure 4 leg lock.
It was. So you could get away with having that if you was playing with them.
Yeah.
Woo, couldn't you? Virgil's
1
not-
or 2. I'm going to give it a 2 actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see that. If we're gonna, let's not be too hard.
Let's see. If you gave it a 1,
They're toys, aren't
that
they? So-
means you can kind of do it, but it doesn't look good. I thought that looked good in general.
Yeah.
So I thought that would have been a 2.
Hang on.
So we're down to the last one. Quality. 3 out of 3. I'm going to 3 straight away, surely. For quality. Feel of the plastic and quality paint. Hang on, we've got to feel it as well, though. It looks good.
It looks good and it feels solid. Now, I know Cella Toys and Epic Toys, some of their figures, they feel like a cheap plastic and the paintwork's not great. This feels really good here. You have a feel of that?
Ooh, yeah. The blood looks really good, so I'm going to give that a 3. What are you going to give it?
I'm giving it 3 as well.
Alright. So
Okay.
it looks really good.
Let us know in the comments what you would rate it. And let's add these scores up. Okay, and the scores are in.
So if we add it all up,
We both gave it 17 out of 25.
yeah.
So that gave us 34 out of 50. But because we rate them out of 10, we double our score. 6.8. We're actually surprised at how low that's come out because it is a great looking figure. So if it had accessories and a special move and we'd rated it max there, we both would have given it another 5.
8.8.
Yeah, another 5 points each. Would have.
That's high.
Yeah. So I would actually, even though we've given this 6.8, I would recommend this figure.
Yeah.
This is a great figure, and I would recommend it.
Not Virgil.
But not Virgil. But that's what it is. Let us know in the comments what you would think, and we'll see you on the next video.
Woo! Bye from Lewis and bye from Big D.
Woo!
See you later.